Hey friends, my name is Mitchell, and in this video we're going to talk about how to make big claims and why you should make big claims in your copy to help you sell your product. So make sure you stick around to the end to find out how you can do this and some examples. When it comes to making claims, if you look at a product, it's typically going to be in the headline of a product. So let's use hair conditioner for example. So if you go look at a headline, it could say this hair conditioner will give you the softest hair you've ever had, and then you'll have somebody else with a different hair conditioner come along and say this hair conditioner will give you the softest hair you've ever had and will make it the soft or make it the shiniest you've ever had. So people are always trying to one up people when it comes to claims. Or if you look at like dermatology products, right? They say this product has been endorsed by a dermatologist, or we can say it's you know, for the like lotion for the skin is dermatologist approved. So when they go and say that this will make your skin feel softer or it'll reduce dry skin in less than 3 days, and then dermatologist approved, because what they're doing there is trying to back these claims up. But claims can be defined as what's called big benefit statements, right? So when your person sees your product, there is a big benefit that they're gonna want from it. That could be better skin, that could be softer hair. So like for me, I color my hair once a month. So it was pink, it was purple last month, and I'm gonna go back to platinum blonde hair probably for the remainder of time. I just got bored, right? So for me, I look at color shampoos or color washes. So when I had purple shampoo, I wanted a shampoo that would get out the brassy tones that come with dyeing your hair blonde. When I had purple hair, I had a vivid color wash, right? I wanted a color wash that would put the purple back in my hair. So you can make arguments around those. Like this shampoo will knock out 100% of brassiness in your bleached blonde hair. That would be an example that Pravana, the company that I used, could make. All right, so let me give you some examples of some statements that I have written in front of me that I'm gonna read off to you, simply because these are too long for me just to read them one-on-one in front of a camera like this. Okay, so again, claims are big benefit statements, and the more dramatic you can make them, the more impactful they're going to be. All right, now we want to make big, ridiculous claims because they get attention, and you can't sell something to somebody whose attention you just don't have. And it's okay to make ridiculous claims in your copy or in your headlines, as long as you're not like lying about it, okay? So that's why when it comes to making claims, commonly people are gonna call BS on this stuff, and we want to address skepticisms and concerns in everything we write, so we can make claims like these more believable to your reader. So the first one that I have written down here is the only course on business that has helped 1,426 students quit their 9-to-5 jobs, answer to no one but themselves, and start getting paid what they're worth. So that would be one claim to try and sell like a course set on how to start a business, okay? And then I've got two for Facebook advertising stuff, right? So the only Facebook advertising course that will guarantee you at least a 3x return on ad spend, even if you're brand new to advertising. Now, one more could be the only Facebook advertising course that will guarantee you make more money than you've ever seen come into your bank account in 30 days or less, all right? And then in your body copy, you would have to go and talk about these and convince the reader that, this isn't total crap. You're actually gonna help them do this. Now, I have one more that I've written down. It might not make much sense, but there's a book that I have behind me that's called How to Read a Book. And this morning when I wrote these down, I was thinking about that. And so I have the only book that will teach you how to read at least 3 extra books a month and forget nothing. So that one right there where it says forget nothing, at the time I couldn't figure out like a way to word that properly, because when you read stuff, listen to stuff, or watch stuff, you only retain about 30% of that information every time, which is why if you've ever studied something in the past and you've had to, you've had to like read it like so many different times, it's because you're not retaining it the first time around. And I try to say that this book could help you retain everything the first time around. So I want to quickly point out, in each one of those examples that I just gave you about making claims, Do you notice the first couple words, the only? So the only business course, the only Facebook advertising course, the only book, the only shampoo, the only dog, the only BMW M4, okay? So what you're doing here by saying the word the only, it's just a small little word you can put in there, a weasel in your copy that just makes things stand out, right? So if you read something that says, you know, for me, like with my car, like the only downpipes to put on your BMW M4 to make those turbos really pop, or to make them really scream, that would get my attention because I have that car and that product that says the only product. So there's not really a good way to explain what writing the words the only does, other than the fact that it makes your product stand out, initially grab attention just from looking at that. And I wanted to include this because if you do go and put the only in there, you should start seeing a lift in some of the responses you get simply from the word that simply from the fact that you're making your product seem like it stands out from all the others without actually bashing on your competition. So that's going to be this video on making claims. Again, claims are just big benefit statements that we're trying to overemphasize to make them get attention and create interest in our product. Again, going back to the hair conditioner, softest hair and shiniest hair you've ever had. You can even say that it'll fix the frizz and get rid of dandruff at the same time. You can just keep adding to it. Just make sure that when you make claims like this, you make them believable by addressing concerns and questions that someone might have. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead, please like it for me and comment down below if you think you want to add on to anything about making claims. If I missed something about making claims that you would like to tell me in the world, I'd love to read it. And with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.